Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you an in-depth tutorial for a prom look, and I have my pump in the background, so I'm sorry if you hear that. Without further ado, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. And if you want to be entered to win the full Kylie Cosmetics weather collection, then have your friends subscribe to my channel, and once I hit 1,000 subscribers, you can win it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, nothing new. I'm just going to kind of naturally do my eyebrows. I'm just doing hair-like strokes. Sorry about the marks on my hand, it's just from getting an IV. So after you do your eyebrows, you want to make sure that you use an eyebrow gel, because if you're going to prom, you want to make sure that your eyebrows stay in place all night. So I'm using the Benefit Clear Brow Gel, and I'm just going over my eyebrows. Normally for eyeshadow, I just use concealer to prime my eyes, but for special occasions like this, you want to make sure you use an eyeshadow primer so your eyeshadow stays in place. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and I'm just going to apply this to my lids. And I'm using this huge Real Technique sponge to blend it out. This is what the original one looks like, and then this is meant for your body. And then to cover up any veins on your eyelids, I'm just going to be using a high coverage concealer. You can use whatever you have at home. I'm just using the Urban Decay. I'm going to set it with the Cover FX powder. For my eyes, I'm going to be using the Tartelette and Bloom palette. I feel like this is a perfect palette for prom because it has really nice colors in it. I'm going to place the shade Smarty Pants in my crease as my transition shade. You want to start off with a light hand for eyeshadow, because if you go in too heavy-handed, then it can turn into a mess. And it's easier to add more, but it's harder to take away. You just want to work in small motions in your crease. And you really want to take your time. And the further away you hold the brush, the lighter amount of pressure you will put on your eyes. So to blend it up higher, I'm holding it further at the end so I don't get as much product all the way up. I'm going to take a smaller brush and apply the shade Rebel towards my outer crease. With an even smaller brush, I'm going to take the shade Leader and focus that on the outer part of my crease. I'm going to go back in with our transition shade and blend everything out. Now on a flat brush, I'm going to take the shade Funny Girl and put that all over my eyelid. I'm going to spray the brush with a setting spray just to add more intensity to the eyeshadow. In the center of my eyelid, I'm going to take the shade Firecracker. To take the shade Funny Girl on this brush and blend together the two shimmer shades. Next, I'm going to be doing eyeliner. It's up to you if you want a wing or not. I think it would look really pretty with both, But for the people who want a wing, I'm going to do it. And if you don't, then you can just do a line of eyeliner. We are going to come back to our lower lash line once we have our face makeup done, just so it doesn't get ruined when applying foundation. I did my eyeliner and now I'm going to put mascara on. I figured a lot of people would have this mascara. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm going to just put it on my upper lashes for now. And then we will come back to our lower lash line later. Does this ever happen to you guys where you go to dip the mascara back in and you get it all over? Well, it happens to me like every time because I'm so clumsy. For false lashes, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. When you guys are putting eyelashes on, you want to make sure that you put the inner corner down first just so it sticks. And also, when you put glue on, you don't want to put too much on because that'll rip off your eyelashes. Well, it can depending on the glue. And you want to make sure you cut your eyelashes from the shorter side in. And a hack that you guys can do for prom is put lash glue on top of your eyelash once you have it on so the inner corner won't come off. You can just put the lash glue right over your eyeliner and it'll help your eyelashes stay on all night. Okay, so the eyes are done. We just need to do the lower lash line, but first we're going to do face. And I'm priming my face. This is important for prom makeup because you don't want everything to look cakey, especially because you're going to be close up to people and you're going to be taking pictures. So I'm just using the usual Versali drops. You can use any primer you have. I would also suggest doing your skincare routine before you do your makeup that night, like exfoliate your face, do like a face mask, and make sure you moisturize your face too. So for foundation, it depends on what kind of skin type you have. If you have dry skin, you want to wear something that is hydrating, and if you have oily skin, you want to make sure that you wear something that is matte. And I'm going to be using the Jouer High Coverage Essential Foundation. You can use whatever foundation you want. You just want to make sure that it is the right shade for you and that it meets your skincare need. With this foundation, you only need like half a pump because it is so full coverage. You want to make sure that you use a sponge so it really presses in your makeup. You can just use the regular size one, and Morphe has great beauty blenders. I'm sure you guys can guess what concealer I'm going to use. Not surprising. So I'm using the Shape Tape Concealer from Tarte, and I'm just going to conceal under my eyes. I'm just basically highlighting the high points of my face where light naturally hits. And I'm going to quickly go back in with the Cover FX setting powder and set all of the concealer so it doesn't crease and so it lasts. But you want to make sure that you blend out creases first before you set it. Otherwise, you'll just be setting the crease and it will stay there. I'm going to let some powder sit. And then with the extra powder that is on the sponge, I'm just going to press it into my face. And if you do this, then your face won't get cakey and it will make your foundation last longer. I am going to contour. I normally don't like to use cream contour products. You totally can though if you want to. But I'm more of a fan of powder contour. So I'm going to be using the NARS face palette. And I'm going to be contouring my face with this shade right here. I'm just going to sculpt out my cheeks with this brush, and then I will blend it out with a bigger brush. The rest of it out, I'm going to wipe away my baking powder. I didn't put a lot of powder on because it can dry out my skin. So now I'm going back in with the Cover FX powder. And to get more of that contoured look, I'm just carving out my bronzer. You don't have to do this, it's totally up to you. And while that is sitting, I'm going to contour my nose. I normally don't contour my nose, but I will show you how I do it because I know some people are going to be wanting to contour their nose. So I typically use an angled eyeshadow brush like this. And what I do is I start right here. And I bring it in and down. And then I take the rest and bring it up into my eye like this. For blush, I think for prom I would go for a more natural blush. So I'm going to be using the new Benefit Gold Rush blush. This has kind of a shimmer in it, and I think it will be really pretty for prom. And you don't want to look like a clown and put it directly on your cheeks. You want to put it a little bit further back. I'm just wiping away the setting powder. So as a base, I'm going to take the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops, because with more blinding highlights you can see texture on your skin. So if you put like a cream down first, then you won't be able to see all of the texture. Kind of have this as a base for my main highlighter, so it's more intense. I'm just putting, that's probably too much, but now for my main highlighter, I'm using the Ofra Glazed Donut. Just to tone it down a little bit, I'm going to press it in with my sponge. So I will show you how you can overline your lips but make them still look realistic. So I'm using the MAC lip liner in the shade Boldly Bare. And what you want to do, when you overline your lips, you want to make it overlined on the center, but then bring it back to the middle. And then a trick to make the top lip look bigger is to go like this. I suggest that you wear a matte liquid lipstick because in case you will be kissing anyone and you will be talking and smiling a lot, you don't want it to move all around. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Crush. And then to add a little bit more glow to my face, I'm using the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. And then on top of that, to make sure that my makeup lasts all night, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, even though I'm not going to prom because I'm not going to school, obviously. What I suggest doing is patting it into your skin so it will last. And this is it for the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to win the Kylie Cosmetics weather collection, to tell your friends to subscribe to my channel, and then you will be entered to win it. And I still have a giveaway going on my Instagram, and my Instagram is linked down below, so go check that out. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!